I thought I'd go into more depth about the 3D tool. So I'm going to go over here on my website and just kind of show you guys in one of the ways I've used it. If you take a look at this logo I did right here just for my clothing line, I used it right here in this Japanese symbol for beast, and I gave it that cool real 3D look to it, and I kind of want to share with you guys how to do that today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Illustrator, delete this. We're going to pick a typeface. I find that it works a lot better with, bolder typefaces, usually something real thick like a stencil, STD. Today I'm going to use Star Jedi. It's like a Star Wars font, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a little text here. I'm going to go ahead and create the outlines on that. I'm going to make it big this way. I know it's not the proper way, but I'm just going to do it for this quick tutorial. And I'm going to grab this anchor point right here because it's ugly. And I'm just going to kind of move it up there to where it looks a little better. There we go. Then I'm just going to go ahead and unite these. And now this is actually quite simple. I know it may look very intimidating. The word 3D scares a lot of people for some reason. I know when CS4 came out, I was nervous by it and didn't really want to use it until this past year. So yeah, you're just gonna go up to Effect here. You can go to 3D, and then we're just gonna go Extrude and Bevel, and then it brings up this little panel here. Oh, actually, before we do that, we want to make sure we have a stroke on this. And as far as choosing your stroke color, it's gonna be the color that the 3D will actually appear in. Like I showed you in the example on my website, the 3D was yellow. So if I wanted yellow again, I would choose a yellow stroke. Today I'm going to choose red. Or, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go with red. Okay, so we're going to go back up here. Sorry for that. We're going to go up back to Effect, 3D, Extrude and Bevel. Then first thing I always like to do is hit my preview box. So you can see how that instantaneously turns it into a 3D kind of modeling image. Real cool way to get that easy, quick graffiti look. And me growing up doing graffiti and such not, it's something I like to use. It's something that comes natural to me, so I find this very friendly. Okay, and then so what I did there while I was yapping my head off is I changed the extrude depth, and what that does is makes it bigger or smaller. You can kind of mess with that however you want. And then this up here, the blue is your front face, and then the gray is obviously where your back will be. So I'm kind of liking that right there. The only problem is if you notice that this red appears darker than the red we have chosen, and that is because of the surface of the 3D. So what I'm going to do, right now it's on plastic shading, and it kind of, it has its own shading settings. There's diffuse shading, which is a little strange. I'm not really that big a fan of it. Wireframe, which could be really fun. This takes away your color altogether, though, but it's one of my favorite things to use with shapes, mostly. I use it a lot with shapes. You can make a lot of cool stuff. But today I'm just going to go with no shading. And you see that's going to go ahead and give you, your solid red, which is good. And then you also can come over here and mess with the bevels if you'd like. So they have all kinds of cool little effects. Oh, that one's pretty neat. I'm liking that. And then same with the bevel, you could change the height of it. So put up to 6 or whatever you feel comfortable with, really. Tall, round. Then you could also put it out in whatever you want to do, really. It's all just about playing at this point. For me, I'm just going to keep it with none or classic. I think I'm going to go with none. And that's pretty much it. And then if you want to take it farther and do more things to it, what you could do is you just go ahead and select it, and you see how it appears different because it's an effect, and when you do effects it appears different than the selected area, as you kind of learned from the last tutorial. So we're going to select it, and then we're going to go to expand the appearance, and then there you go. Then you kind of have your own little unique shape here. You can do whatever you want to it. Play with it. Like I said, Illustrator's a lot of just playing. So just keep playing, really. Well, thank you guys, and I hope you guys got a little knowledge from me today, and I can't wait to hear all your guys' great tips and tricks again. Alright, well, bye.